So there are two types of beliefs and only three types of problem. Yep, that's it. Two types of beliefs, three types of problems. And the reason this matters is because most coaches treat every client like it's a new or a different problem. And the client brings them something to the session, and we start the coaching session and we start asking questions. We explore the story, we look for meaning, we try and help them move forward. And sometimes that works, but sometimes it doesn't. And one of the reasons it doesn't is because not all problems are built the same way. Some problems are more personalized problems. These are the problems connected to the client's specific habits, behaviors, patterns, and actions. Things like I eat too much of this specific food, or like I can't get out of bed, I keep avoiding this post, I don't follow through. And then you have perspective problems. These are the problems created by the way that the client sees the situation, and what impacts this is their beliefs, their meanings, their environment, their family conditioning, their social constructs, their assumptions about what something means. And this is where reframing becomes really important, because sometimes the client doesn't need a new strategy, they just need a new way of seeing the existing situation. And then we have perpetual problems. These are, I like to call them boomerang problems. These are the ones that just keep on coming back. The ones where the client says things to you like, oh, I really felt like I really thought that I already dealt with this. And why does this keep coming up? Or, oh, I can't believe that I'm back here again. These are often deeper long-term patterns that can be carried forward from early life experiences. And as a coach, when you can tell the difference between these three types of problems, your coaching becomes so much cleaner, because now you're not just reacting to the client's story. You're now diagnosing the kind of problem that they're bringing to you. Is this a personalized problem? Is it a perspective problem? Is it a perpetual thing? Because each one of these requires a different level of coaching. A personalized problem may need behavior or structure or performance support. A perspective problem may need a good quality reframe or metaphor. And a perpetual problem probably needs that more deeper transformational work. A personalized problem may need behavior, structure, or performance support. A perspective problem may need a good quality reframe or a metaphor. And a perpetual problem may need some more of that deeper transformational work. So as you watch this training clip, listen through that lens. Don't just listen to what the client's problem is, listen for what type of problem it is, because when you can classify the problem with more accuracy, you can then choose the right coaching tool and be more effective. And that's where coaching starts to become more precise. All right, let's jump on into it. This is the three types of problems. So I believe that all problems fit into three categories. Let's take some notes on this. The first type of problem that your client is going to come to you with is they are going to come to you with a personalized problem. Be a personalized problem. And the way that you know it's a personalized problem is because it's going to be personal to them. A personalized problem relates to habits and behaviors personalized to your client. So they're going to say things like, well, I eat too much of this food. So it's like, well, I eat too much pizza. But, for somebody else, they don't eat too much pizza, or they might not eat pizza at all, right? Or it's like, I can't get out of bed. Notice that these are personalized problems. So when a client comes to me and they give me something that's personalized, okay, great. Now I've got a set of skills that I know are going to be help with personalized problems. And I'm going to probably look into situational coaching for them. Right? I might look at performance coaching, behavioral coaching, but I know what sort of layer I'm going to go to in order to best help and support my client. The second type of problem is a perspective problem. Now, very shortly, we are going to get into some reframing. Remember yesterday, I shared that statement with you that belief in your beliefs is what's holding you back. And so you can think that, where did my beliefs come from? Where did my perspectives come from? Because, hey, here's the real truth. The real truth is it's just a perspective. And by the way, like this is the difference between perception and projection. Like projection is like everyone thinks like me, and like it's all out there. Whereas like perception is like, how do I put myself into somebody else's shoes and how do I see it their way? And so perspective problems, they're formulated from a client's environment or their social constructs. Notice that like where you live has an impact
on who you are. Notice who you hang out with has an impact on how you show up. Notice that like one family's beliefs are not always the same as another family's beliefs. And so you're going to have these beliefs being like, well, these are local or they're traditional or they're family beliefs that we have. And at times that can really hold a person back. I can share with you now, like it is, I've helped over 100 coaches reach six figures inside their coaching business. I've helped, I have to do a count because we just had Nick Blewett cross seven figures inside his coaching business as well. He's one of my Apex clients, one of my one-on-ones. I think we're at about 15 or so at the moment. All 15 have done masters, but all 15, you could imagine that like for all 15 that have gone through this, it is infinitely easier to help somebody go from six figures to seven figures if in their personal life they were already on a six-figure income. It's a real correlation. It's a real pattern. Like if you're used to making six figures, like from an identity level, like when we talk about identity, it's like they're already mentally set for six figures. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down when I say that? Which makes what we've done like even more remarkable. Like when when I first started in coaching, my hourly rate as a Baker's Delight franchisee. Do you guys want to guess what my hourly rate was as a Baker's Delight franchisee? Type in the chat screen because I had to log my hours. Yeah, oh, you guys are good. You must have heard this story before. $20. Yeah, $20 an hour. Absolutely. You guys, Nancy. Well, guess how much I charged my first client for like a 1 hour coaching session. Guess how much I charged my first client for a 1 hour coaching session? Type in the chat screen for me. $20, $100, it was free, $17. Yeah, there was lots of free coaching. I missed the person's name who put that in there. I used to call that friend touring. Right, I did a bucket load of friend touring and just go out there and help people. See, what I noticed was like I had an amazing relationship with giving. Like I love giving. Like I'll give. I had a really sucky relationship with receiving. And the first person, like my first coaching client that I had, I charged them $80. $80. Yeah, I know. Just $80. And I was having conniptions. Like, I can't tell you, like, I was like sweating profusely. I felt like it was daylight robbery. Like, how could I charge somebody like $80 to come and have a conversation with me? And I felt so bad because not only did I charge them $80, back then we went and met in a physical place. We met in a cafe and he bought me a coffee. And so there was like an extra $2 or $3. And I was like, God, geez, like this guy's bought me a coffee. He's paid me $80. Oh my God, the imposter was running high. I'm like, hang on a second. I didn't have to get up at 11:30 p.m. to go to a bakery to work in front of 250-degree ovens by myself for $20 an hour. I just did like 4 hours worth of work in 1 hour and they bought me a coffee and I'm well rested. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, unreal. Okay. But the reason why like I felt like that was daylight robbery was because I was in an environment of like $20 is all you're worth. Right? When you start creating world-class results, like one-on-one with me is $100,000. My Apex program, one-on-one coaching, it's $100,000. I have no problems now charging $100,000 for my coaching. And the reason is because I know they're getting 10 times the value. Like I have $1 million outcome. It's like, work with me one-on-one, let's get you to $1 million. So it's like 10 cents to the dollar. Like if a friend came to me and said, hey man, you've got $1, can I have 10 cents? I'd be like, yeah, sure, boom, away you go, right? So I'm not thinking that I'm charging $100,000. I'm just know that I'm adding 10x value. You guys following right now? Type in chat screen for me following if you're following. And so somebody who has maybe had a career and they're used to earning $100,000 or they're used to earning that sort of money, it's an easier leap for them. Arguably, it's an easier leap, or at least there's a pattern into that. And so again, if I'm not giving any excuses, if you're not too used to a six-figure income, it just means that you're going to get a lightning bolt to your neurology like I got. And you might feel very valid that, like, you know what, it's daylight. I think I said daylight robbery. It's daylight robbery. Like, how can I charge somebody, $3,000 or $4,000 for my coaching program when I'm only used to earning maybe $50,000, $60,000, $70,000? Crazy town, crazy town. So perspective problems, right? And this is why we need reframing. I needed to get reframed. That $80, like, Tony, you're not charging them for the hour. You're charging them for the outcome. Oh, okay, great. So I had to upgrade my identity from like an hourly rate wage, so to speak, to I now charge for outcomes. Let that really sink in. Like, if you're going to help your client deal with something that maybe they have struggled with their whole life, type in the chat screen, like, what's that worth? Like, if they've been dealing with this for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, they've been dealing with it for a lifetime, like, really, like, what's that worth? Yeah, it's priceless. So yeah, all of a sudden, like $3,000 for a 3-month program, that's cheap. Why? Because you're never going to go back to those old behaviors. Your life's going to be changed permanently. And a person that can do that for somebody, they're never forgotten. So don't take that responsibility on lightly. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be the person that your clients say, like, whoa, like, Joe changed my life. Like, oh, Janet, she changed my life. Oh man, working with Taj, you should go work with Taj. He's amazing. Like, he changed my life. It's a $3,000 program. Yeah, I keep telling him to charge more. He should. He should. So of course, with perspective problems, the tool that we want to utilize here is reframing. Okay, the tool we want to use is reframing. The final type of problem that your clients are going to come to you with, oh my God, I got amnesia. Bloody amnesia. It hits me at the worst time. So I hate having amnesia. Just a total mind blank. Could you type in the chat screen for me? What's the first type of problem? Like, there's only 3 types of problems, but what's the first type of problem? I always get the bloody amnesia comes on at the wrong time. Personalized. Whew, thank God. Yeah, lucky you guys have been taking some great notes. Did anybody catch the second type of problem? What's the second type of problem? Can you type that in the chat screen for me as well? Perspective. Whew, lucky, great. The third type of problem, okay, the third type of problem that your clients are going to come to you with are going to be perpetual problems. Okay, these perpetual problems, these are the boomerangs in life. These are the ones that just keep on coming back. These are the ones that your clients will say, I thought, I'm really surprised that came up for me. I thought I dealt with that. Or they'll say, oh, I'm here again. Perpetual problems are the problems that are long-term or lifetime problems, and they're problems that are carried forward from childhood, or they repeatedly show up and they reoccur for the clients.